Welcome to Always Analog, where we celebrate the beauty of analog technology in the digital world. Today, I guess I'm going to say vintage, although not really super old, but a pen review. I was at a garage sale and I found a few things, and among them was this unopened package of Bic Cristal Bold pens. And it was 25 cents, so I thought, okay, who knows if these pens are usable, but you know what? What's a quarter? So let's just try it. And I will say up front, I'm a fan of the Bic Cristal Bolds, although now the way that they are marketed is they're called Extra Bold. I've reviewed them here on the channel. If you want to see the review, just search for it on Always Analog. But here, I don't know when the Bolds were sort of introduced, at least here in the United States, but it looks like this is the first generation, at least in terms of packaging. It says new, the smoothest and boldest crystal ever. Bic Cristal Bold 1.6 millimeter. Here it's reiterated here. Blue. There's a 10. It's a 10 pack. And on the back, it gives us a little bit more, featuring a 1.6 millimeter ballpoint for extra smooth, extra bold writing. Here is the copyright date. So it is 2009. So that's what, 14 years ago already. So these, I don't know, these may or may not be 14 years old, these pens, but at least in terms of this packaging, the copyright date's 2009, Bic USA. They are made in Mexico, where at least most of the Bolds here in the US come from Mexico. There's the website, Performance Policy UPC code. So there they are. And again, you know, these have been in the package a long time. I'm going to put a little cut down here, and we are going to get one of these out. And take a closer look. So these look pretty much like the Bic Cristal Bolds do right now. They're sort of in a smoked, barreled case, and that is translucent, so you can see through. We can see the ink tube there. We've got the color keyed cap on one side. We have the color keyed cap on the other side with the pocket clip. I'm feeling, yes, there's a little ball of wax, which I've just removed from the tip. Now, other than that, I don't think there's anything to distinguish these from, let's see if I have here's a black currant crystal. This one, I mean, I just bought these very recently. You can see they're pretty much the same otherwise. So it was just really the wrapper that's different. The pen doesn't seem to have changed any. But one thing I'm interested in is if we can get this pen to work, because it's obviously been dormant a long time. So let's see if we can get, hey, looky here. Now, Nice. Yes, she's writing beautifully. I like it. Okay, so we do have our Bic Cristal Bold. Someone had commented on a previous video on a Bic product that they noticed that sometimes if pens are old, or meaning they've been on the shelf a long time, that they start out writing light, and as you write with them, the ink gets progressively darker. This blue ink is fairly dark out of the gate, I would say, as you can see, but this is why the Bic Cristal Bold, to me, is a great pen and one that I enjoy using. Of course, if you prefer a finer point, then this is not the pen for you. We got a little smudge. These do take, we're going to give it a couple more extra seconds to dry. They're not super fast drying. But so, you know, for left-handed writers or others, sometimes you'll get a little bit of a smudge, but it does dry. You just got to give it a few more seconds, but it does take longer than some other pens to dry. So, okay, looky here. Bic Cristal Bold, new, not so new now, but anyways, hey, I got 10 pens for a quarter, so I'm not complaining. And the cool old package on top of that. So, thanks for being a part of this little unpackaging, I guess. And the pen works. And so I'm happy for that. And I'm happy that you spent a few minutes with me. And if you like what goes on here, go ahead and subscribe, share, like, all that stuff. I look forward to seeing you again soon here on Always Analog.